Uh, First off, it looks like you're living or you're on a boat right now. Is that? It looks really nice, frankly. I'll be honest.
You've so busted. Yes, I am on a boat, and I'm from New Zealand. I grew up on the water. I grew up as a sailor and a surfer in the place called the Bay of Islands in the far north of New Zealand, and am still passionate about both sailing and surfing. And so, while I had some time after finishing up with Wiz, I've done a lot of sailing over the summer, and am on the boat now.
Nice. And how does an engineer by training go to Air New Zealand and get into aviation? How does that happen?
So it was an interesting journey in the first company, this oil and gas that was then part of the conglomerate. And so while I did engineering and actually studied aeronautics and fluid dynamics, I reasonably quickly learned that the people that made the decisions were the people that held the purse strings. So I needed to figure out a bit about finance. And so I did some postgrad work in investment analysis and was actually just lucky enough to be surrounded by some great teachers and mentors as it comes to economics, macroeconomics, what makes businesses tick, the listed company environment. I love the listed company environment. I think it's a great discipline. So in that company, I was able to go through a lot of different roles, and ultimately the last role I had there was investor relations, and that's the job that I joined Air New Zealand in. So I joined investor relations in one company to another. And then at Air New Zealand, just was fortunate enough again. It was going through a lot of turmoil, the company, but was being thrown in the deep end on a whole lot of different opportunities. One of which included running the Air New Zealand low-cost carrier subsidiary called Freedom Air. Bright yellow aircraft and good fun. But I was involved in the engineering business. I was involved in business transformation. I ran the domestic airline at Air New Zealand. I ran the Trans-Tasman Pacific Islands airline. Looked after alliances, corporate strategy, so just lots of different pieces. And I guess lucky enough to have people believe in me and take a risk on me from time to time, and be flexible enough to learn as I go.
So let's see. Bright yellow at Air New Zealand. Wiz was pink.
Mm-hmm.
Bright green at Flair. What is it with you in colors?
I know. I think it's something to do with the sector, really. You know, you need to make a bit of noise, and that's I guess one of the ways that low cost carriers do is they're a little bit brash and have a voice and an opinion and a personality, and so the colour is just a reflection of that, I guess.